Hey guys, how is it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. This is going to be a very late pickup video. So this is the stuff that I got Retropalooza Houston weekend, which happened at the end of May. We're in the middle of June, almost the end of June. When you're seeing this, it might actually be July. And I just forgot something else, so hang on. All right, so this is going to be my pickups from Retropalooza Houston. So I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't look the floor too much. If you saw my vlog, I kind of gazed at it, but I really didn't make any effort to really get any retro games myself. But I was given some stuff from a couple of fans. One fan in particular always comes to every convention with a Big Ben and graciously hands me stuff. And he did it again this year. So the first things first is he gave me a couple of N64 imports. I think Nintendo imports are awesome. Even if it's games that I already own the American version of, it's just really neat to see a different label or a different cartridge of a game that I have. It's almost like a variant, like, you know, like an MCU multiverse variant of a game that I have. So, first things first, he gave me a copy of Mario Tennis on the Nintendo 64. Again, a label variant is how I like to look at it. Seems pretty cool. I actually really dig. Sometimes the artwork for the Japanese titles is better. Now, this is an example of one that I really enjoy right here. This is Mario's Story, which here in the United States is called Paper Mario. I actually do not own Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64. This is my only version of it. That's actually one of the few games that I do not physically own for the Nintendo 64. So we got two pretty solid Nintendo 64 imports. Now, he also lent me a GameCube import. And no manual, but we have the warranty, I guess, or the important notes or whatever. We also have a Club Nintendo thing right there. But you can see right here we have, this is called Zoids Versus. I've never personally heard of Zoids, but it's really cool to have a GameCube import, especially because, you know, the cases are smaller. I think last year he gave me an Animal Crossing GameCube import, so, you know, that's two import GameCube games that I have. Now, he gave me a couple of other things for GameCube to help me out. Now, this first thing's called a freeloader. I actually did not have one of these. It's an import game enabler that allows you to play games from any region on your GameCube. So you basically put your freeloader in. I guess it loads up a database or like some kind of like user interface. It tells you to put your new disc in. So all I would have to do is put this in, let it load, launch it, and then when it tells me to put the disc in, I put this one in. So it says fast and easy to use. Play imported games from any region without modifying your console. And this is from Code Junkies. Not endorsed, sponsored by Nintendo. So I've never seen one of these. I've actually briefly heard of it, but I personally have never seen these in the wild or at any video game store. So that's awesome. And then he also got me a game save. Preload with the hottest game saves, memory manager, download new saves online. So it's basically like a Game Shark, I guess. So yeah, from GameShark.com, store and back up your GameCube game saves. So yeah. Another thing, I guess you load it on your computer. There's a key in here also to use it to access and download the games. But it looks like you go to a computer, put this in, and you'll be able to download or back up it on a PC hard drive. I have no clue how this works, or if it even is accessible still, because the website might not even be around. But that's it as far as like physical games go. Now, good old buddy of mine that's in the live stream chats. If you follow my live stream chats on my second channel, there's a gentleman by the name of Felcrow. He goes to every Retropalooza Houston. We had IHOP together. He's a friend. He's family. A while back, his store, he works at a GameStop, got Elite Trainer boxes for Pokemon, for Shining Fates. So I bought 2 of him off of him a while back, and at the time these were just being restocked, or new I guess re-releases of these. So I got 2 of these from him, and as a surprise, he gave me a special promo card for Astral Radiance, but he also gave me this as a gift without me even knowing, or knowing he was going to do it, which was a very kind gesture on his behalf. This is an Astral Radiance Elite Trainer box. He did not need to do this. So Falcro, if you're watching this, thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. That means a lot. So yeah, that is it. Honestly, as far as my my pickups from Retropalooza Houston, I looked around. There's this one vendor that usually has Super Famicom cartridges, and I usually go nuts. Like I'll go and buy like 20, 30 of his games. You can actually see some of them right here on my shelf right there. This time around, I didn't really dig through them. I kind of peeked, didn't see anything that I didn't already have for the Super Famicom, so I just kind of decided to hold off on purchasing a whole bunch of them. So I didn't do that. I walked around. There were some collectors that had good stuff. There was like some really good booths at this convention, but I just kind of, as far as retro game collecting goes, it's a weird spot, because the prices are high, like very high, and I don't know. There's just something about me just kind of being like, okay, when it comes to retro games, I'm not too much of a rush or a hurry to get anything. I have 630 something NES games. The ones that I lack are all like out of my price range. They're all $100 plus titles that are very hard to find or very expensive to get. Super Nintendo is also ranging up high in price, even though I don't nearly have as many titles. Just the whole retro market has flooded up, so it makes it really hard to not find anything. And that's why I was concentrating on Famicom and Super Famicom, because they were cheaper to get actually in recent years. But this time around, I just kind of played it safe, and you know what? Luckily, a couple of buddies came to the show and gave me some games. So thanks to them, and yeah, I just wanted to share this. I know this video is very late. Speaking of conventions, I keep getting asked which conventions I'm doing this year. Unfortunately, I will not be at Southeast Game Exchange this time, or Game On Expo, or Too Many Games, which has already passed by the time you're reading this or watching this. But my next convention is going to be Retropalooza in October, 22nd and 23rd in Arlington, Texas. Retropalooza.com for more info. I'll see you there. Thank you for watching.